What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Alyssa Morrison, or the Alyssa Morrison if you are new here, and today I'm sharing with you my eyebrow routine at home. So this is shaping my eyebrows, trimming them, and tinting them. So before we jump into today's video, make sure that you are subscribed by clicking that red subscribe button down below. Give this video a thumbs up if you want to see more from me, and let's just go ahead and get started. To start off in the routine first, I just like to trim and shape my eyebrows. So I prefer to do this at home. I don't like anyone else touching them. That sounds really dramatic, but I just feel like the less that you do to your eyebrows, the more natural and full they will look, and that's the look that I always go for. To start off, I am just going to be trimming my eyebrows first, and I just like to do this by brushing up my eyebrow hairs, and you can tell that I'm not an expert at this. Like, some hairs stick up so much more than others. Like, can you see that? Also, I started using a retinol, and so my skin is super dry and flaky. So if you see that, no you didn't. And then I am just taking these little tiny little trimming scissors. I like to trim a tiny little bit going along the line of the eyebrow. You don't want to cut them too short, otherwise they will look sparse. In no way am I an expert at this, but this is just what I do. This is what works for me. It's really easy. Also, my eyebrows look nothing alike. They're like two totally different creatures. So at this point is when I would pluck, and I usually just pluck my unibrow here and then just a tiny bit underneath. It looks like right now I don't actually have too many hairs that are just way out of place, so I'm actually just going to be using my eyebrow trimmer. This is just a tinkle razor. You can purchase these on Amazon. I use these to dermaplane my entire face as well as clean up my eyebrows, grabbing any excess hairs underneath just so it's like completely smooth on my eyelid. But I'm not like actually shaping the brow at all with this. I'm just specifically grabbing any like loose scraggly hairs because I grow eyebrow hairs all the way down to like here. Maybe just a little bit on the inside here. Now, according to people who do eyebrows, you are supposed to start your brows like, if you line this up with your nose, like that's where they're supposed to start. I tend to leave mine starting more inward. For me and my face shape, I just like the look of a more natural kind of bushier brow, so I like to let them grow in a little bit more. Obviously I don't want a full-blown unibrow. Now on to my all-time favorite part, which is tinting them. I like to tint them every like 1.5 to 2 weeks just to make sure they're really dark and really full, because I don't like to fill them in with any color unless I have to. So this is the Just for Men dark brown, I think it's like mustache and beard dye, but I love this stuff. I've had this same bottle for like 1.5 years and still haven't even gone through it. It's like so crusty and disgusting. I used to get my eyebrows tinted professionally, and while it's not like the most expensive thing, it definitely adds up. And when you can do it yourself at home, it's such an easy process. You can also control the shade much better. So I just mix half of the color developer with half of the actual dye. This is like an old cardboard box lid. To prep my eyebrows for the actual dye, this is probably one of the most important steps of the actual process, and I am just taking some Aquaphor, and I am going to be outlining my skin with the Aquaphor where I do not want the dye to touch it. I like to do like a really thick coat on the top as well, just so that your skin is not getting dyed, because it absolutely will. Also like to take the Aquaphor and put it in the very front of my brows, so like right here. Okay. So like right here, I just drag this in just because I don't love the look of like a full colored brow. I really like this inner part just to be natural looking and then fade into darker. Now, depending on how dark you want your brows to be is how long you will leave the tint on. So now I'm just going in with this little Morphe angled brush, and I just get a lot of product on and just slather it on. And I'll kind of wipe off some of the excess product and then just clear it away from my skin as best that I can, just in case I missed any spots with Aquaphor. It will stain your skin a lot. Now that the tint is applied, I'm just going in and scraping off any excess product and just making sure that those lines are like pretty clean. At this point, I'm gonna go wash my brush just so it doesn't stain my brush because I use this all the time for my eyebrows. And then I'm just gonna let this sit for about 5 to 10 minutes and I will be right back with you guys and I'll show you how to remove it. Okay, so it's been about 5 or so minutes and I'm just going to take the tint off. So I am going in with a dry paper towel and a wet paper towel. And then I just go back in with a wet paper towel and just give it like a good little scrub here. I love when my eyebrows are freshly tinted. I feel like I don't ever have to fill them in or add any color, which is ultimately the goal. I feel like the more low maintenance you can be in the mornings when you're getting ready is the better. So typically what I do to style my eyebrows when I have them freshly tinted and shaped is just go in with a clear brow gel. This is the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel and I love this stuff. It keeps your eyebrows in place all day. Use this to brush them upwards and out, and I feel like it just like lifts your eyes so much. All right, and this is what they look like when I am complete. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope that you have a great week and I'll see you guys next time.